इस वीडियो में हम कवर करेंगे some of the important articles that have come in newspaper which will help you in your mains. So this is the article that talks about dignity denied, and this article deals with Nalsa judgment and the rights of transgender person, Protection of Rights Act 2019. राइट सो ये आर्टिकल आपका हेल्पफुल है इन योर GS पेपर 1 सोसाइटी वाला जो पार्ट है विच टॉक्स अबाउट वल्नरेबल सेक्शन, वहाँ पर आपको ये आर्टिकल हेल्प करेगा. सो this article basically talks about Nalsa judgment, talks about rights of transgender people, and then the plight that they go through, right, when they have to go through all the legal procedures of recognition of their gender, recognition of their identity. So what all are the challenges and what all are the loopholes that are there in Transgender Person Protection of Right Act, which actually is in contrast to the Nalsa judgment, right? So this article talks about that. So recently, a Hyderabad-based IRS officer, M. Anukathir Surya, he made headlines when he requested for change of his name and gender in all the official records, which was accepted by the center. But according to the article, this is not a very easy process, right? And many of the people, they have to go through mental agony and humiliation because in the process itself, right, where they are asked to give proof of their gender reaffirmation surgery and even medical examinations, right? And that is a socially stigmatized process, right, where they also have to undergo loss of their jobs. So this is like a serious social challenge, right? So यहाँ पर नालसा judgment versus Union of India, this judgment in 2014 where Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, he spoke about the rights of transgender people, and according to the judgment, no one shall be forced to undergo medical procedures including sex reassignment surgery, sterilization and hormonal therapy as requirement for legal recognition of their gender identity, right? But यहाँ पर क्या है, the article highlights that the part of the problem lies in contradiction between Nalsa judgment said and the provision of Transgender Persons Protection of Right Act 2019, right, and the rules. So what under this act, under section 7 of the act, proof of medical intervention in the form of gender affirming care, sex reassignment surgeries, hormone therapy, etc. is mandatory if a person wants to apply for change to male or female category, right? But जो laws हैं उसमें physical examination that was outlawed after the judgment, but still this is a condition which is still required as opposed to the judgment which is contradictory, right? Contradictory. So these are some of the loopholes that still need to be addressed to make the act more inclusive in all the senses, right? So यहाँ पर in a 2023 a response in Lok Sabha by former Minister of State for Social Justice has revealed that 3,225 applicants for transgender identity certificate out of 24,000 were pending clearance, right? And in many cases, the delay exceeded the 30-day window mandated by the rules. So you can see that what all are the challenges that that the transgender people go through, right? There are delays, and you can understand when one's identity is denied, when one is not able to be recognized by his or her identity, what is the mental pressure that person must be going through. It is very huge, right? People don't understand, but then the mental pressure that one goes through is humongous. So that is the challenge here, that they are being denied their own identity, right? They should be the identity should be self-affirmed. It should not be imposed. It should not be like others should assign them their identity. One must be given the right to assign or self-affirm their gender identities. That was the judgment also, right? So here you can see, and these type of examples you can use to signify what are the challenges, right? Then what are the other challenges? Still in public hospital, the transgender person wards and washrooms are still not there, right, by 2022. And the setting up of transgender welfare boards in every state has also seen poor implementation. So as per the act, there should be a transgender person boards in every state, but then we have seen that is also not materialized in all the state, right? Then there is a 2015 Lancet study which shows that in those whose official documents reflect their self-affirmed gender identity, as in this case of Hyderabad-based IRS officer, these people have prevalence of psychological distress in these people was 32% less compared to those who didn't, and those who there were also 22% less likely to have suicidal thoughts, right? So that is the challenge that the people go through who are not who are not given this freedom and who are not able to get themselves recognized as per their will, right, as per self-affirmed gender identity. So still the community lacks legal recognition, and that is the challenge that this article talks about. So this will help you in your GS paper 1 society part. Then the second article is easing the burden. A review of the Income Tax Act should aim to simplify the tax structure. So again, this you can use in your GS paper 3. Ease of doing business, right? India does not fare good when it comes to taxation, right? India is not ranked very high on this front. So we need to reform our tax laws, right? And this article talks about that only. That around 58% of corporate taxpayers, now we have seen that there are two tax regimes. One is the old tax regime where you get certain deductions, right? If you have invested in certain assets, you can claim those as deductions in old tax regime, whereas new tax regime there are fewer tax slabs, lesser slabs, right? But in that you cannot claim deductions. So as per the new tax regime, around 58% of the corporate taxpayers, they have opted for the new tax regime, lowering the effective tax rate to 23.26% in 2021-22 as compared to 29% in 2017-18. So this kind of data you can use in your GS paper 3, right, where the government is nudging the private sector to invest, right, leaving more income in their hand so that they can reinvest, right? To further streamline the system and attract foreign investment, the corporate tax rate on foreign companies has now been reduced to 35%, and the angel tax has been abolished in this budget. Similarly, personal income tax slabs are now fewer, and simplification of compliance has been brought on board, right, so that more taxpayers are brought on board. And here you can use this example that between assessment year 2019 to 20 and 2022 to 23, मतलब between this 3-year period, number of taxpayers have increased, right? आप इस तरीके का चार्ट भी बना सकते हो, right, where you can show that number of taxpayers in this period has increased from 89 million to 93 million. So that is a positive step. So we have to increase our tax to GDP ratio, and for that we have to bring more taxpayers on board, right? So by doing such, by simplifying tax regime, you are actually bringing more people in the tax bracket, formalizing the system. And despite, here the article says that despite the reduction in tax rates, the direct tax to GDP ratio has increased, right? So we need a balance between growth and equality. So this article talks about that only, that Vivad Se Vishwas scheme offers way of settling long-standing disputes. So disputes kam honge, so obviously there would be more collection, litigation kam hoga, which is a cost to administration, which is a cost to government. So litigation hame kam karna hai. We also have to simplify tax rates, right, so that more people can come under these brackets. Overall revenue बढ़ना चाहिए, tax to GDP ratio improve होना चाहिए, right? Then the budget proposed an increase in the capital gains tax on equity as well. Why? Because the corporate bond market or the equity market, it is growing and it is at a better position. So the government has proposed to increase the capital gains tax on equity as well, right, as well as a higher security transaction tax on futures and options. So that way government can earn more revenue. So you need to balance between growth and equality, right? And these kind of data you can use in your articles, right? And if you are simplifying in laws or acts, so that would actually improve ease of doing business, right? So this you can use in your GS2, that we need simplification of laws so that compliance improves, and this you can also use in your GS paper 3 for ease of doing business, right? And this type of data you can also use. So this was it for this lecture. Thank you.